Welcome fellow weebs and otakus to another manga review, and you guys can probably already see behind me right here what manga that is. So the manga I'm talking about today is After the Rain, which I have right here. Yeah, I just wanted to make a more informative video on this manga since, you know, it's one of the manga that I'm a bigger fan of. Once again, this is published by Vertical Comics, which is owned by Kodansha Comics, so essentially it is published by Kodansha Comics. You can see the quality. I don't really have much to say about it, you know, it's pretty standard, you know, omnibus format quality. I don't have any complaints about the material they used. The cover feels nice, you know, it has a nice glossy feel, that slippery glossy feel. Feels good in the hands, and it's not a fingerprint magnet, which is huge. Again, I covered in my previous videos, I have some manga that have that same glossy finish, but they kind of leave fingerprints, and I don't know, it just feels greasy, you know, after you pick it up and you read it, it just feels slippery in your hands. I'm not a huge fan of that feel, but this manga doesn't have any of that, so thank God. So Vertical Comics does not disappoint because they do have their 2 colored pages per manga volume, which again, it's nice to see. Obviously I wish there was more, but hey, I'll take what I can get. The only thing I would say is there's no like bonus material in these omnibus format manga volumes. You're just getting the manga and a few colored pages, and you know, again, beggars can't be choosers, you know, I'll take what I can get. So what is this manga about? Now I did mention that it is a romance manga, but the story, you know, how the story unfolds might be controversial with some people. Basically, you have your standard high school student, Tachibana, and she goes to high school, and she also works at a coffee shop or a bistro or whatever, where she ends up making a lot of friends, you know, and she gets to know a lot more people that enter her life, and she develops those connections. But she also develops a connection with her boss or her manager. So yeah, it might be a little weird, you know, for some people to be reading a manga about a high school girl who's 17 years old or whatever, 16 or 17, who has this interest in this older guy, but you might find yourself surprised that this manga actually tells a more meaningful, impactful romance story than most, you know, romance manga or anime out there. It's kind of like a coming of age story as well. Honestly, I'm having a hard time putting into words how this manga takes different things and melds it into one greater whole. Like, it's not just romance, you know, it's not focused on the romance with, you know, Tachibana and her manager. It's actually also a, you know, story about her finding herself. In a sense, I think the story kind of challenges social norms with like younger people dating older people or having like a significant age gap. And while doing that, it's also developing these characters that Tachibana, you know, becomes friends with in school, at work, and it builds on her character as well throughout the story. Like, all these things are happening at once, which is why I liked the manga a lot. Now, if you're looking for a typical high school romance story, I don't think you're gonna find it here, but you are gonna find very likable characters, you know, characters that you want to see grow. You want to see them pursue their passions, their goals. Throughout the story, that's what the manga does, you know, it's like I said, it's like a coming of age story. So yeah, that is my, you know, breakdown of the story without having any major spoilers or anything in it. And I do recommend it for anyone, you know, that is a fan of romance. If you want to see a meaningful, you know, story with good characters. On top of that, the manga is only like a couple volumes, guys. If you're not into manga and you want to watch anime, again, this is not like an anime channel, I center more around manga, but I have watched the anime, so if you want to watch the anime, go for it. It's only like 20 something episodes, and it does the manga justice. So as I was giving you guys a breakdown of the story, you can probably see that I was showing some video of me drawing on my iPad, and I've actually been drawing for quite a lot of years now. So I'm trying to get back into it. So just for this video, I did end up making a small little sketch or a drawing of the main protagonist, Tachibana. I mean, it's not anything crazy or amazing, but you know, if you guys want to see more of that, you know, let me know. I can probably, you know, make other videos where I'm drawing. But once again, guys, I think this manga is very much worth it to add to your collection, especially if you're like me and you like the, collecting short manga series. This is only like 5 volumes, guys, Big shout out to Paul for gifting the manga. I truly appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone who does, send any manga my way. But again, thanks again for tuning into this video, guys, and checking out this manga review. If you guys liked it, leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, show some support for the channel. But other than that, this is your host, Rich Taku, and I will be signing off.